It's my last Halloween tutorial for the year, and I had a request to do a sugar skull, and personally, I'm tired of painting my face white Halloween tutorial after Halloween tutorial, so I decided to leave it natural skin colored, and I think this is a little bit better because it's a little bit more comfortable to wear for when you go out and you're at a party or you're trick-or-treating or whatever you're doing on Halloween. And so I also went for a very simple design. I'm not really good at swirls, to be honest, and so I wanted it to be colorful yet simple and still pretty and fun and all that stuff, and I think it turned out okay. So yeah, and then there's a little detail of my spider, thank you mom and dad, instead of like a flower and all that stuff, so it's very kind of artsy, fun, and simple all at the same time, totally easy to do at home. And so yeah, if you want to learn how to do this, then please keep watching. Bye.
Tutorial. And so basically I'm just putting this wherever we normally put concealer. Since I'm not painting my face white, I wanted to have a flawless face, and this is my Fit Me concealer from Fit Me foundation from Maybelline, and I am in the shade 220, and I'm just going to show a clip because all we're doing is putting this on our face, all over our face, and blending out the concealer. Nothing to it. And now we're taking the e.l.f. felt tip pen, and with this we're just going to feel around our cheekbone to find where we want to kind of draw it on to place a socket, and we're just going to kind of go from the eyebrow inwards on both eyes. And I like this because you are able to rub that felt tip eyeliner off if you make a mistake, and this just gives a quick outline. And now we're going to go in and draw a little flower. I wanted to draw a flower. I've seen roses, swirls, spider webs, almost anything. My flower just kind of ended up looking like a lotus flower, which I've also seen, and I just thought it was really pretty on the chin. And so yeah, that's all I'm doing is just drawing that on. Nothing too exciting yet. And you can see me messing up right there. And drawing back again. And I'm to the spider web, you can see it later. And this is a ScandalEyes from Rimmel, and it is Witness White. And I'm just using this as a base shadow right now for colors that we're about to use, and I'm only putting this from like halfway through my lid inwards, and that's it. It's gonna look kind of funny in the beginning, and it's gonna look funny for a little bit, but we're gonna get through it. And we're just gonna fill it in and fill it in. Next I'm taking a color tattoo from Maybelline, and this is Dramatic Black, just a plain black. And we're going to use this also as a base for our shadows to give it kind of a different effect. And we're going to put this on the other half of our eyes, but still in that circle we kind of made between our eyebrows on that line we drew on. Yeah, we're just going to fill that area in. And you could do this all white or all black. Totally up to you. I decided to go half and half. I thought it'd be kind of cool and interesting, and that was just my preference to go with. But you can do either or any of them. Just you do you on this part. And any part you want to do. Now I'm just rambling. And now I'm taking this kind of emeraldy turquoise shade, and it's Edgy Emerald. It's another color tattoo, and I'm putting this in the first kind of third of our eye, not necessarily half, but the third of it. And this is just going over the white, and the white kind of makes it stand out quite a little bit more. I'm not sure if you can tell because they are both light colors, but hopefully you can. And now I'm taking another color tattoo. This is Tenacious Teal, which I think this is more of a true blue, bright blue color than a teal color, but whatever. And this pairs nicely with the Edgy Emerald, so it's going to give us that light to dark effect that we're going to want here in a minute. And I'm kind of putting this over the white and a little bit of the black, since it is being used as a transition color. I wanted to transition on both of the white and the black underneath it. And now, last but not least, I'm taking this color, and it's called Painted Purple, and it is a very purple color. It's coming up just a tad bit blue on camera, but in real life, it's purple. Trust me, it's purple, and it looks great underneath the black. The black gives it kind of an edginess to it, and it just looks really good. And now I'm taking a flat shade of brush, and I'm taking more of that dramatic black, and I'm filling in my cross. You're going to do this with all the lines that you create. I didn't do it with the ones around the eyes, but you can if you want to. Give it a black outline. I just so happen I didn't. But I am doing this across, and I mess up quite a bit doing this. So my cross keeps getting thicker and thicker, but I kind of liked it that way as well, so there you go. And now we're taking our felt tip liner again, and I thought about doing swirls around the face, but I'm really not good at them, so I decided to go with dots. You could also make your eyes into flowers. You can do tons and tons of things with the eyes. Really with your skulls, it's all up to you and how you want to do it. I wanted mine a little bit simpler, and I want it to be quite easy in case you want it as a last minute Halloween idea or anything else like that. But I'm just making dots with the liner to kind of space them out how I want them. And then I'm going to go back in here in a minute. Yep, I'm going back in with Painted Purple. I just didn't have enough of the purple, I felt like, on the outer edge. So I decided to use the Painted Purple there. You could alternate the colors. You could do the Edgy Emerald. You could do whatever color you wanted here. You could leave it black. You could not even do dots. But for me, I did dots, and I put them in Painted Purple. And I'm just using a smudging brush for that because I found that it gave me a pretty good dot. Except for that one I just did because it smudged a little. And now I'm taking this very light pink, and it is called Inked in Pink. And I'm just using this to shade my flower in with. It's pretty much the only time I use this in the whole tutorial. But, I mean, you use it for other things if you wanted to. I just so happened didn't get around to it. Alright, this is another Maybelline color tattoo. I use a lot of them in this video because I feel like they work great for a multitude of things. Now I'm going in with an Ulta eyeshadow. This is Cherry Bomb, and I'm actually going to use it as like my blush slash contour color, just so that it gives my face even more color. I, again, didn't want to do swirls or anything like that. I wanted a lot of color. That was my most important thing in here, is that I wanted a whole lot of color. And now I'm going to go in with a little bit of another Ulta eyeshadow, and this one is in Galaxy. It's a black eyeshadow, and I just kind of wanted to darken up the Cherry Bomb a little bit. And I also run the cherry bomb along the top part of my forehead, and I go back again with the black. After cherry bomb. And it looks very, very heavy-handed, and I'll admit it is at this point, but I wanted a lot of a mixture of the color, and I do go back over and blend it later. I just wanted to focus on my spiderweb soon, and I believe this is the color Ravishing Rose. It's a Maybelline Fit Me matte lipstick, and I think this color that I got is Ravishing Rose. I'll leave it down below along with all the other stuff here. But yeah, I believe this is Ravishing Rose, and it's just a bright pink. I thought it would add another colorful element. And now I'm going in with Dramatic Black and outlining my little lotus flower. At this point in time, looking back at my video and looking at some other people's pictures, I realized I didn't do the skull nose like I wish I would have. If you want that particular thing, you can go look up somebody else's tutorials. I'm sure there's tons of them, and they're all wonderful, I'm sure. I wish I had done it. I regret not doing it now. I just totally forgot about it when I was doing this tutorial. I mean, utter wasn't ever on my mind at all. So sorry about that. But you can also do the skull nose by painting your nose black and all that stuff with this look, and it would look great. Actually, I was still kicking myself in the butt for not doing it. And here I'm actually redoing my spiderweb, and it's pretty self-evident. I don't really tell you, and it's at times like these I wish that I knew how to speed up clips in my videos so you wouldn't have to endure seeing this in such a slow pace. I'm sorry for that. My videos would be a lot shorter if they didn't, and I might just ramble on for this whole entire clip because it is pretty long. But yeah, I'm just make a T, divide between that, and then that's pretty much it. You connect the lines with little U shapes. I know that I'm not showing that right now, but I'm explaining ahead of time right now because this is such a long clip. the little U shapes I was talking about. I wanted mine to have kind of a scalloped edge to it. I know some people just do a circle, a half circle, and then kind of do the little U shapes to give it that spiderwebby effect. But I wanted my spiderweb to have scalloped edges on his or her edge of the web, so I thought it would just look a little bit more feminine that way, and a little bit nicer and cooler and stuff. And I like it that way. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. You can opt for doing the straight half circle if you want. That's totally fine. I will not be offended. And the lighting just went wonky because cloud passed the sun, I'm sure. And here I am just doing it for the rest of the way up, little by little. Now the last thing is putting on these little lashes. They have like little sparkly dots on them. Ta-da! And thank you so much for watching.